What if I told you that the forests around us are not just collections of trees, but living, breathing cities older than our memory, full of secrets, whispers, and connections we can barely perceive? Welcome back to the Sleep Labs. Tonight, we're stepping softly into a world that has existed long before humans, a world where every leaf, every root, every shadow tells a story of survival, growth, and quiet wonder. These are the 100 sleepy, fascinating, and sometimes astonishing facts about forests, the lungs of our planet and the ancient guardians of life. Before we begin, sleepy friends, I'd love to hear a little about you. Are you listening from a bustling city or a quiet countryside? Do you have trees nearby, or is this a window into worlds you can only imagine? Tell me in the comments. I always love seeing how these journeys reach across the globe. Tonight, we're not just talking about forests as we know them. We're exploring the hidden layers beneath their canopies, the creatures that call them home, the chemical conversations happening between roots, the centuries of life captured in rings of bark. So breathe slowly, sink into your seat, and let your mind wander through the shadows and light of the world's forests. These are 100 facts about forests, ancient, enduring, and full of quiet wonder. Fact 1. Forests cover roughly 31% of the Earth's land area. But to call them merely covering the land is to underestimate their depth and complexity. Each forest is a universe of life, where the interplay of sunlight, wind, water, and soil creates intricate patterns of growth and decay. Beneath the canopy, leaves quietly fall and decompose, feeding fungi and insects that in turn nourish the roots of trees, reaching skyward. The very air is shaped by forests. The oxygen we breathe, the moisture in the clouds, and the subtle chemical signals between plants are all part of a system that has evolved over millions of years. Standing in a forest, you are not just among trees. You are enveloped in a network of life that stretches from the tiniest microbes in the soil to the tallest branches above. A rhythm of existence older than any human history. Fact 2. Some of the oldest forests on Earth, such as the temperate rainforests of Chile, Tasmania, and New Zealand, have been growing continuously for tens of thousands of years, surviving glaciers, volcanic eruptions, and the slow tectonic shifts of continents. Walking through these forests is like stepping into a cathedral of time. Every fallen branch, every twisting root, and every moss-covered trunk tells a story of survival, adaptation, and resilience. These forests have witnessed ice ages and long droughts, yet they endure, quietly reshaping themselves with every season, reminding us that life is persistent even under the harshest conditions. Fact 3. Forests are not just collections of trees. They are highly interconnected communities, alive not only above ground but beneath it, where vast networks of mycelium, the thread-like structures of fungi, link the roots of different species together. This wood-wide web allows trees to exchange nutrients, warn each other about pests or disease, and even support seedlings of other trees, creating a cooperative system that challenges the notion of competition as the sole law of nature. Every forest floor is a bustling subterranean marketplace of survival, communication, and quiet generosity, sustaining life in ways we are only beginning to understand. Fact 4. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, is home to over 3 million species of plants and animals, many of which remain entirely unknown to science. Each species, from the tiniest ant to the largest canopy-dwelling mammals, plays a role in an immense web of life. Some trees can host hundreds of epiphytes on their branches, creating miniature forests within forests, while rivers snake through the undergrowth, carrying seeds, nutrients, and life itself. The forest is not just a collection of living things. It is a living system, a breathing organism that sustains and renews itself continuously, a testament to the enduring creativity of life on Earth. Fact 5. In the boreal forests of the north, the thick layers of needles, moss, and lichen on the ground act like a living quilt, insulating the soil from the harshest winter temperatures, while gradually decomposing to release nutrients for the next growing season. These quiet processes, almost invisible to the casual observer, ensure that the forest remains vibrant year after year, century after century. Beneath the snow, tiny organisms continue their work, breaking down organic matter, recycling it into life-sustaining compounds, reminding us that even in apparent stillness, life never truly stops. Fact 6. Forests are not just repositories of life. They are massive regulators of the Earth's water systems, acting like sponges that absorb rainfall, reduce flooding, and slowly release water into streams and rivers. The canopy captures rain, the roots anchor the soil, and the ground beneath stores moisture to maintain a stable microclimate. This hydraulic rhythm, repeated millions of times across the planet, shapes landscapes, sustains agriculture far beyond forest boundaries, and even influences global weather patterns, making forests silent architects of the world we inhabit. Fact 7. The tallest trees on Earth, such as the coast redwoods of California, can rise over 300 feet into the sky, dwarfing the humans who stand below. These giants are not solitary. Each supports entire ecosystems within its limbs and bark. Birds nest in hidden crooks, insects burrow into bark layers, and countless fungi and epiphytes cling to surfaces that feel almost otherworldly in their complexity. Standing beside a tree like this is like witnessing a living skyscraper, an organism whose age and height make human lifespans seem fleeting, and whose presence reminds us of the vast scales at which life can exist. Fact 8. Even the smallest forests, urban parks, roadside clusters, and riparian groves play a role far larger than their size would suggest. They filter air, provide shade that cools cities, store carbon that helps mitigate climate change, and offer refuge to countless animals that would otherwise struggle to survive in human-dominated landscapes. These pockets of green are essential links in a larger network of life, tiny but resilient, and they demonstrate that even the smallest patch of forest carries significance for the health of the planet. Fact 9. Forests are also record keepers, chronicling centuries and sometimes millennia of environmental change. By studying tree rings, scientists can reconstruct past climates, droughts, fires, and other events, reading the history of Earth in a language written in wood. Each ring represents a year of life, a memory of rain and sun, of struggle and growth, providing a living archive that connects the present to epochs long gone, and reminding us that forests are far more than just trees. They are storytellers of our planet's history. Fact 10. Some forests, particularly tropical rainforests in places like Borneo, Madagascar, and the Congo Basin, are treasure troves of chemical diversity. Trees and plants produce compounds to ward off predators or disease, and these chemicals often have profound medicinal potential for humans. Many of the remedies we use today were derived from forest plants, yet countless species remain unstudied, their secrets preserved for millions of years. The forest, in its patient complexity, holds solutions to challenges we have not yet imagined, quietly waiting for discovery while continuing its age-old cycles of life and renewal. Fact 11. Forests create their own climates in subtle but profound ways, producing humidity, rainfall, and cooling breezes that affect areas far beyond their boundaries. In tropical regions, the transpiration from millions of leaves releases water vapor into the atmosphere, feeding clouds and even influencing rainfall hundreds of miles away. This quiet orchestration of weather demonstrates that forests are not passive backdrops to life. They are active participants in shaping the conditions that allow countless species, including humans, to thrive. Every rustle of leaves, every droplet evaporating from a canopy is part of a vast and intricate atmospheric symphony. Fact 12. In temperate forests, seasonal changes orchestrate a remarkable display of life and death, growth and decay. Trees shed leaves in autumn, forming thick carpets that nourish the soil and shelter countless insects, fungi, and small mammals. Winter silences much of the forest, but beneath the snow, life continues its slow, hidden work, preparing for the flush of spring. When sunlight returns, buds swell, birds return, and every forest layer awakens with renewed energy. This cyclical rhythm of dormancy and resurgence is a constant reminder of the resilience and adaptability inherent in forest ecosystems. A quiet lesson in patience and renewal. Fact 13. Forests are home to some of the most complex and diverse ecosystems on the planet, with interactions that are often invisible to human eyes. Predator and prey, plant and pollinator, fungus and tree all engage in elaborate dances of survival, symbiosis, and competition. Some trees have evolved chemical defenses that repel certain insects while attracting others, creating a delicate balance in which every species plays a role. These interactions are ongoing experiments in life's ingenuity, revealing that the forest is not just a collection of individuals, but a dynamic, interconnected community that has been refining its processes for millions of years. Fact 14. Forests have profound effects on the soil beneath them, transforming it into a living, breathing medium that supports generations of life. Leaf litter, fallen branches, and decaying roots feed fungi, bacteria, and invertebrates, which in turn release nutrients that trees and plants absorb. Over centuries, this continuous recycling creates rich, fertile soils capable of sustaining immense growth, while also storing carbon that helps regulate the global climate. To walk on forest soil is to tread upon a living archive, a complex and ever-renewing substrate that quietly sustains life far beyond what meets the eye. Fact 15. Many forests, especially in tropical regions, are vertically layered, with emergent giants reaching above the canopy, a dense middle layer of trees and understories filled with shrubs, ferns, and seedlings. Each layer hosts its own microclimate, species, and rhythms, creating a staggering diversity of habitats within a single forest. Birds and mammals navigate these layers in intricate patterns, while insects and epiphytes cling to every surface. The verticality of forests demonstrates that their complexity is not just horizontal but multidimensional, with life weaving together in layers that are constantly in motion, interacting in ways that humans are only beginning to fully appreciate. Fact 16. Forests have existed on Earth for over 350 million years. Long before the rise of mammals or humans, ancient forests created the first extensive land-based ecosystems, transforming the atmosphere by producing oxygen and sequestering carbon. Their evolution set the stage for countless species, creating habitats that allowed life to flourish in new forms. Walking through a forest today, one is following in the footsteps of millions of years of life, standing in a living continuum that stretches back beyond recorded history. A reminder of nature's enduring persistence and its quiet, patient influence on the trajectory of life on Earth. Fact 17. Forests play a critical role in protecting biodiversity, acting as refuges for species that might otherwise disappear under pressure from climate change, human development, or invasive species. The dense canopy, intricate root systems, and diverse microhabitats allow rare and vulnerable species to survive in isolation from the more extreme pressures of the outside world. In this sense, forests act as sanctuaries, both ancient and contemporary, providing spaces where life can adapt, evolve, and persist, offering a glimpse of resilience that stretches across generations and continents. Fact 18. Some forests experience periodic disturbances, such as fires, floods, or storms, which might seem destructive, but are often essential for renewal. Fire, for instance, can clear underbrush, release nutrients into the soil, and trigger the germination of certain seeds. Storms may topple older trees, opening gaps for sunlight to reach seedlings below. These cycles of destruction and rebirth reveal the forest's remarkable capacity for resilience and adaptation. The chaos is never random. It is part of an ancient rhythm that has allowed forests to survive for millions of years. A reminder that growth often requires surrender and transformation. Fact 19. Forests have inspired human culture, art, and spirituality for millennia, becoming symbols of mystery, refuge, and life itself. Across civilizations, from ancient druidic groves to sacred groves in Asia and Africa, forests have been places where humans seek connection, contemplation, and understanding. They have shaped stories, songs, and rituals, acting as mirrors of the natural world and reminders of our interdependence with it. To enter a forest is to step into a space that has long been woven into human imagination, a living canvas that reflects both nature's complexity and our own yearning to belong to something larger than ourselves. Fact 20. Even the quietest forests are vibrant with sound, rhythm, and movement, though these often escape human notice. The rustle of leaves in the wind, the distant calls of birds, the steady hum of insects, and the drip of moisture from leaves create a subtle symphony of life. Beneath the surface, roots grow, fungi spread, and microbes thrive in perpetual motion. An invisible orchestra sustaining the visible world above. This continuous activity reminds us that forests are never truly still. They are dynamic, living systems, endlessly renewing, endlessly interacting, and quietly teaching us the profound depth of life that surrounds us. Fact 21. Forests are incredible carbon sinks, quietly absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their trunks, roots, and soil. Over centuries, this natural process helps regulate the planet's climate, preventing extreme temperature swings and contributing to the delicate balance of ecosystems around the world. The rainforest, in particular, acts as a massive, living filter, cleaning the air and releasing oxygen that fuels life across the globe. Every tree, vine, and shrub participates in this invisible service, showing that forests are not just passive scenery but active guardians of planetary health, quietly performing work that sustains life far beyond their own borders. Fact 22. The interwoven root systems of forests form underground networks that rival the complexity of the canopy above. Trees and plants communicate through chemical signals, share nutrients, and even warn one another of potential dangers such as insect infestations. This wood wide web is a hidden realm of collaboration and resilience, where life beneath the surface sustains and strengthens life above. Each root, fungus, and microbe plays a role in a network that is older and more intricate than any human-made system, reminding us that beneath the visible beauty of forests lies a hidden world of profound intelligence and cooperation. Fact 23. Forests are home to species that exist nowhere else on Earth, some of which are still undiscovered. In the dense understories of tropical rainforests or the deep canopies of temperate forests, animals, insects, and plants remain hidden, performing vital roles in their ecosystems. These rare species contribute to the delicate balance of life, supporting pollination, soil health, and predator-prey dynamics in ways that we are only beginning to understand. Every time a forest is lost, these unseen players vanish, erasing millennia of evolution and adaptation, and highlighting the urgent need to protect these ecosystems for the intricate, interdependent life forms they shelter. Fact 24. Forests have an uncanny ability to regulate water cycles, absorbing rainfall and slowly releasing it into rivers, streams, and groundwater. This natural filtration system prevents flooding, maintains water quality, and ensures that downstream ecosystems can thrive. In many regions, forests act as living reservoirs, storing water in soil and plant tissue, and releasing it gradually to sustain human communities, wildlife, and agriculture. Their role in hydrology is both subtle and essential, a testament to how forests shape the rhythms of life, not just within their borders, but across entire landscapes, connecting water, soil, air, and living beings in a vast, continuous cycle. Fact 25. Some of the oldest trees in the world reside within forested landscapes, living for thousands of years and witnessing centuries of change. These ancient giants store the history of the planet in their rings, weathering storms, droughts, and human impact. They are living monuments, silently enduring, providing habitat, stabilizing soils, and inspiring awe in every generation that walks beneath their branches. Their longevity reminds us that forests are not ephemeral. They are enduring, patient, and resilient, preserving knowledge of the past while supporting life in the present. Fact 26. Forests are intricately connected to the atmosphere, producing oxygen and influencing local and global weather patterns. The evaporation and transpiration from leaves release moisture into the air, forming clouds and contributing to rainfall cycles. In some regions, deforestation has altered these cycles dramatically, reducing precipitation and transforming lush landscapes into arid plains. This delicate balance shows that forests are not isolated systems. They are intimately tied to the wider world, with their health directly affecting climate, weather, and even human survival on a planetary scale. Fact 27. Many forests have evolved in response to natural disturbances such as fire, wind, and flooding, developing species that thrive in renewal after destruction. Certain pines rely on fire to open their cones and release seeds, while others grow in soils enriched by decayed plant matter from fallen trees. These adaptations highlight the resilience and ingenuity of forest ecosystems, where what seems like catastrophe is often an essential part of growth and reproduction. In this way, forests demonstrate a paradoxical wisdom: life and death, destruction and renewal are inseparable, and every cycle strengthens the ecosystem's ability to endure over millennia. Fact 28. Forests are living archives of biodiversity and evolution, holding clues about the history of life on Earth. Fossilized trees, pollen, and animal remains preserved in forest soils tell stories of climates, species extinctions, and the rise of new life forms. Every forest, whether tropical, temperate, or boreal, contains layers of ecological memory, offering scientists a window into the past. Studying these archives helps us understand how life has adapted to changing conditions, and may even guide us in preparing for the environmental challenges of the future. Forests, in essence, are both living worlds and historical libraries. Fact 29. The sounds of a forest are more than just background noise. They are essential signals that facilitate survival. Birds use calls to mark territories and attract mates. Insects communicate warnings, and animals listen for predators and prey. Even the rustle of leaves carries information about the environment, alerting creatures to changes in weather or movement. This auditory network creates a complex language of survival, a symphony of life that humans are only beginning to interpret. The forest speaks constantly, in whispers and shouts, and those who listen closely can begin to understand its hidden messages. Fact 30. Forests have a profound effect on human psychology, well-being, and imagination. Studies show that spending time among trees reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and improves mood, while the very presence of greenery fosters creativity and reflection. Beyond the scientific benefits, forests have inspired myths, legends, and art for millennia, becoming symbols of mystery, refuge, and wisdom. Walking through a forest, humans encounter not just the physical beauty of nature, but also a connection to the cycles of life, growth, and renewal that resonate deeply within the mind and soul. Fact 31. Forests are critical regulators of the planet's climate, acting as massive sponges that absorb heat, moisture, and carbon dioxide. Tropical rainforests, in particular, produce clouds and rain that travel thousands of miles, influencing weather patterns far beyond their own borders. The shade of a dense canopy cools the ground beneath, creating microclimates that allow delicate plants, fungi, and insects to thrive in conditions they could not survive elsewhere. Forests, in this sense, are architects of the atmosphere, quietly shaping temperature, precipitation, and humidity, demonstrating that their influence stretches far beyond the trees themselves. Fact 32. Many forests contain enormous trees whose trunks are wide enough to hide entire families within their shadows. Yet these giants depend on microscopic organisms to survive. Fungi, bacteria, and other microorganisms live symbiotically with trees, breaking down organic matter, recycling nutrients, and even connecting different trees through vast underground networks. These invisible allies ensure that forests can sustain themselves across generations, showing that no tree lives in isolation and that the health of an entire ecosystem depends on the smallest of life forms, working tirelessly beneath the surface. Fact 33. The biodiversity of forests is staggering, with a single hectare of tropical rainforest hosting hundreds of species of plants, insects, birds, mammals, and fungi. Many of these species are interdependent, relying on each other for food, shelter, and reproduction. Pollination, seed dispersal, and predatory dynamics all function as interconnected cogs in a machine, so complex that disrupting one element can have cascading effects across the ecosystem. This intricate balance demonstrates that forests are not simply collections of trees, but living, breathing networks of interwoven life, where every organism, no matter how small, plays an irreplaceable role. Fact 34. Forests have evolved strategies to protect themselves against threats, whether natural or human-made. Thick bark shields trees from fire, chemical defenses repel herbivores, and certain species have developed camouflage or toxins to survive in competitive environments. These adaptations highlight the intelligence of natural selection, where life finds a way to persist against challenges. Even in the face of human encroachment, forests often regenerate if given the opportunity, revealing their resilience and the remarkable strategies life has developed over millions of years to endure and flourish. Fact 30. Forests are home to some of the most extreme and unusual life forms on Earth. Carnivorous plants trap and digest insects to survive in nutrient-poor soils, while bioluminescent fungi glow in the dark, creating otherworldly displays beneath the canopy. Certain insects mimic leaves, bark, or even bird droppings to avoid predators, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. These extraordinary adaptations reflect the creativity of evolution, showing that the forest is not just a place of greenery, but a realm of constant experimentation, where survival drives ingenuity in ways humans are only beginning to appreciate. Fact 36. The canopy of a forest is often called the last frontier of Earth, a high world teeming with life that rarely touches the ground. Monkeys leap between branches, birds weave intricate nests, and epiphytic plants cling to trunks, drawing nutrients from the air rather than the soil. Sunlight filters through in scattered beams, illuminating this hidden world where life thrives above and below in a delicate balance. The canopy is a realm of constant motion and energy, a reminder that forests exist in multiple dimensions at once, from the rich soil beneath our feet to the treetops that reach toward the sky. Fact 37. Forests have a rhythm of their own, governed by seasons, rainfall, sunlight, and even lunar cycles. Leaves unfurl, flowers bloom, and animals migrate according to these patterns, creating an intricate dance that has persisted for millennia. This rhythm is not just aesthetic, but essential for survival, ensuring that species reproduce at the right time, that food is available when needed, and that the ecosystem remains in balance. Observing these cycles, humans gain a glimpse into a world governed by natural law, a reminder that forests operate according to their own wisdom, independent of human schedules or interventions. Fact 38. The soils of forests are among the richest on Earth, containing layers of decomposed plant material, microorganisms, and minerals that support countless forms of life. This fertile ground is continuously renewed by fallen leaves, dead wood, and decayed animals, creating a cycle of life and death that sustains the forest. Every handful of soil is teeming with activity, from the tiniest bacteria to burrowing mammals, all contributing to the growth of towering trees and delicate ferns alike. In this way, the forest floor is both a foundation and a crucible, nurturing life while preserving the memory of what has come before. Fact 39. Forests are not static. They move, grow, and adapt over centuries. Trees shift in response to sunlight. Root systems expand to find nutrients, and entire forests can migrate slowly over geological timescales due to climate change, glacial movements, or human activity. This dynamic quality means that every forest is a living history of environmental conditions, a record of resilience and adaptation written in leaves, bark, and roots. Understanding this movement reminds us that forests are not simply scenery to admire, but active participants in the ongoing story of life on Earth, constantly reshaping themselves and their surroundings. Fact 40. Many cultures throughout history have regarded forests as sacred, embodying the mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. From ancient druid groves to sacred groves in India and Africa, forests have inspired rituals, myths, and art, reflecting humanity's recognition of their power and wisdom. These cultural connections remind us that forests are not only ecological wonders, but also spiritual and psychological refuges, places where humans have sought solace, understanding, and inspiration for millennia. The reverence we feel for forests is rooted in their complexity, beauty, and the deep, almost ineffable knowledge they contain. Fact 41. Forests serve as some of the most effective carbon sinks on the planet, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in trunks, branches, leaves, and soil. Tropical rainforests alone capture billions of tons each year, slowing the pace of climate change in ways that are difficult for humans to replicate. But this role is fragile. Deforestation, wildfires, and human encroachment can quickly turn these lush guardians into carbon sources, releasing stored greenhouse gases and destabilizing the delicate balance of the climate. Every forest, then, is both a protector and a vulnerable archive of Earth's atmospheric memory, reminding us that preservation is not optional but essential for life on the planet. Fact 42. Water cycles within forests are more intricate than most people realize. Trees pull water from the soil, transport it through their trunks, and release it into the air via transpiration. which then contributes to cloud formation and rainfall far beyond the forest itself. In essence, forests are gigantic, living irrigation systems, maintaining not just their own ecosystems, but also regional and even global weather patterns. The health of rivers, lakes, and aquifers often depends on this invisible network of moisture, meaning that cutting down trees can ripple through an entire watershed, affecting life hundreds or even thousands of miles away. Fact 43. The forest canopy is an entire ecosystem unto itself, with life forms that rarely touch the ground and have evolved astonishingly specialized niches. Birds weave delicate nests that are perfectly hidden among branches. Insects navigate intricate mazes of leaves, and plants like orchids grow without ever rooting in soil, instead drawing nutrients from the air and rain. This aerial world operates on its own rules, a delicate balance of predation, symbiosis, and survival. And it is often so complex that scientists are still discovering entirely new species and relationships hidden within the treetops. Fact 44. Forests are home to countless symbiotic relationships, where species cooperate to survive in ways that may seem almost magical. Certain fungi connect trees with underground networks known as mycorrhizal webs, allowing nutrients, water, and even chemical signals to pass from one tree to another. Birds and mammals disperse seeds across vast distances, ensuring the next generation of plants can take root in new places. These networks reveal that a forest is never a collection of isolated organisms, but a vast, intertwined system in which every life form, from the tiniest microbe to the tallest tree, contributes to the resilience and continuity of the whole. Fact 45. The sounds of a forest are far from random. They form a symphony of communication and survival. Birds call to establish territories, insects create rhythmic patterns to attract mates, and the rustle of leaves can signal predators or warn of danger. Even trees communicate in subtle ways, releasing chemical signals through the air or soil to alert neighbors of threats such as pests or drought. The forest, in this way, is alive with messages that humans can barely perceive. A multi-layered network of sound, scent, and touch that keeps the ecosystem functioning and thriving. Fact 46. Forests often act as natural medicines, harboring plants with compounds that can heal, soothe, or invigorate. Aspirin was derived from willow bark, quinine comes from cinchona trees, and countless other plants contain chemicals still being studied for potential cures. Beyond pharmacology, forests also provide mental and emotional health benefits, reducing stress, improving concentration, and even supporting recovery from illness. Being among trees is, in a sense, stepping into a living pharmacy and sanctuary, where both body and mind are nourished by the complex beauty of the natural world. Fact 47. The architecture of forests is a lesson in balance and efficiency, where every element has a purpose. Trees grow tall to capture sunlight, while spreading roots wide to stabilize themselves and draw nutrients. Vines and epiphytes climb or attach to maximize light and space. Even the fallen leaves and decomposing would play a critical role in returning nutrients to the soil, feeding the next generation. This intricate system functions without planning or oversight. Yet it is so finely tuned that every layer, from canopy to forest floor, works in harmony to sustain life, through endless cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. Fact 48. Forests are among the oldest living ecosystems on Earth, with some ancient groves persisting for thousands of years. Bristlecone pines, for example, can live for over 5,000 years, silently witnessing centuries of storms, fires, and human history. These forests are living time capsules, preserving genetic diversity, environmental history, and even ancient climate patterns within their rings, soils, and seeds. Walking through such an old forest is like stepping into a world that has existed long before humans. A place where life endures despite the passage of millennia, and where patience and persistence are written in every branch and root. Fact 49. Seasonal changes transform forests in profound ways, altering colors, sounds, and even the behavior of animals. In autumn, leaves change color before falling to nourish the soil, while in spring, new growth bursts forth in a riot of life and fragrance. Migratory birds and insects follow these seasonal cues, while mammals adjust breeding and feeding patterns to match available resources. These rhythms create a cyclical pulse that defines the forest, reminding us that life in these ecosystems is tightly bound to time, and that every season contributes to the continuity and resilience of the entire environment. Fact 50. Forests are mysterious archives of evolution, where countless species have adapted in isolation, leading to forms and behaviors that seem almost otherworldly. From trees with unusual leaf patterns to insects that mimic entire branches, forests showcase the inventiveness of life under the pressures of survival. These adaptations often go unnoticed by casual observers, yet they are vital to the ecosystem's stability. Every forest is a library of living experiments, an ongoing study of how life can flourish when given space, time, and the freedom to evolve undisturbed, holding secrets that humans are only beginning to understand. Fact 51. Forests act as natural shields against extreme weather, slowing winds, reducing soil erosion, and moderating temperatures. Trees absorb the force of rain and hail, their leaves breaking the impact before it reaches the ground, while root systems stabilize slopes and prevent landslides. Beyond this, forests influence local and regional climates by regulating humidity and promoting rainfall through the continuous release of water vapor. In this way, forests are living guardians, buffering both ecosystems and human settlements from the harsher forces of nature. Demonstrating that their presence is far more than scenic, it is protective, dynamic, and essential. Fact 52. The soil of forests is a complex, living entity, teeming with microbes, fungi, and insects that recycle nutrients and maintain fertility. Leaf litter, decomposing wood, and animal waste are transformed by these organisms into rich humus, feeding plants and sustaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. This hidden network of life is crucial for the survival of towering trees and delicate undergrowth alike, revealing that forests are sustained not only by what we see above ground, but by an intricate, often invisible world beneath our feet, quietly maintaining the foundation of life. Fact 53. Some forests contain trees that can communicate chemically across vast distances, warning others of threats such as insect infestations or disease. When attacked, A tree may release airborne compounds or transmit signals through fungal networks underground, alerting neighbors to activate defensive mechanisms. This biological signaling system creates a web of interdependent survival strategies, showing that forests are not collections of individuals, but cooperative communities that work together to withstand challenges and maintain resilience. Even when the dangers are invisible to the human eye, Fact 54, forests are home to a dazzling diversity of life. From microscopic organisms to massive mammals, all interwoven in complex food webs. Predators, prey, decomposers, and pollinators coexist in ways that stabilize the ecosystem, each species playing a role in maintaining balance. Some species have evolved highly specific niches, relying on certain trees, fungi, or other organisms to survive. This intricate interdependence reveals forests as self-sustaining systems, where the loss or decline of one component can ripple throughout the entire ecosystem, demonstrating the fragile perfection of nature's design. Fact 55. Light in a forest behaves differently than in open spaces, filtering through layers of leaves and branches to create patterns that shift with the time of day. This dappled sunlight shapes plant growth, influences animal activity, and even affects the temperature and humidity on the forest floor. Some plants and flowers have evolved to bloom or open only when light reaches a certain intensity, while animals time their movements and hunting strategies to these patterns. Forests are thus theaters of light and shadow, where the rhythm of life is orchestrated by the interplay between sunlight and foliage, an unseen conductor of natural processes. Fact 56. Forests are critical for freshwater systems, acting as natural filters and reservoirs. Trees and plants intercept rainfall, slow runoff, and allow water to seep gradually into aquifers and rivers, ensuring a steady supply even during dry periods. The roots filter sediments and pollutants, maintaining water quality downstream for countless species, including humans. In essence, forests are living waterworks, performing functions that engineers can study but rarely match, providing a fundamental service for life on Earth that goes far beyond their visible beauty. Fact 57. The biodiversity of forests includes species that are found nowhere else on Earth, making them irreplaceable reservoirs of life. Isolated mountain forests or tropical rainforests often harbor endemic plants and animals that evolved over millions of years in seclusion. Losing even small patches of these forests can mean the extinction of entire species, a permanent erasure of unique genetic information. Forests, in this way, are living libraries of evolution, containing the results of natural experimentation that span geological time, offering insights that science is only beginning to understand. Fact 58. Forests are constantly evolving, responding to environmental pressures, climate shifts, and the actions of their inhabitants. Trees compete for sunlight, adapt to pests, and regenerate after fires, creating landscapes that are always changing, even if these changes are slow and imperceptible to human observers. This dynamism ensures that forests remain resilient, capable of recovering from disturbances and continuing to support life. Each forest is thus a testament to nature's enduring ability to adapt, demonstrating that stability in these ecosystems is not static, but the result of continuous growth, decay, and renewal. Fact 59. The smell of a forest is more than pleasant. It is a chemical language of survival. The earthy aroma after rain, the resin of coniferous trees, and the fragrance of blooming flowers all serve ecological purposes, attracting pollinators, repelling pests, or signaling ripeness. These scents create invisible trails and cues that guide countless species in their daily lives. Humans may experience these smells as calming or restorative, but in the forest, they are essential communication tools. Evidence that life here is finely tuned to senses beyond our own perception. Fact 60. Forests contain ancient knowledge embedded in their trees, soils, and organisms. Growth rings record years of drought, rainfall, and fire, while soils preserve the remnants of long-extinct species. Studying forests allows scientists to understand past climates, evolutionary processes, and the resilience of ecosystems over millennia. Walking through such a forest is like stepping into a living museum where every tree, vine, and fallen leaf carries information about the history of the planet, reminding us that these landscapes are not just habitats, they are archives of life, memory, and time itself. Fact 61. Forests act as natural air purifiers, filtering dust, pollutants, and greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. Leaves absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, while microorganisms in the soil break down harmful compounds, creating a continuous cycle of cleansing. Some studies suggest that a single large forest can produce enough oxygen for thousands of people, while simultaneously removing toxins from the air that would otherwise harm human and animal health. In this sense, forests are not passive landscapes. They are living systems that actively maintain the quality of the environment, quietly sustaining life on a global scale. Fact 62. Forest canopies form intricate, three-dimensional worlds, where life exists in layers stacked above the forest floor. Birds, insects, lianas, and epiphytes occupy every level, each finding its niche in the sun-depilled heights or shaded undergrowth. The complexity of this vertical structure allows countless species to coexist, providing resources, shelter, and pathways for movement. This architectural richness turns forests into living skyscrapers of biodiversity, demonstrating that the true size and depth of these ecosystems is far greater than what meets the eye at ground level. Fact 63. Trees in forests often form symbiotic relationships with fungi, creating underground networks known as mycorrhizal networks. These fungal connections link roots of different species, allowing nutrients, water, and chemical signals to pass from tree to tree. Such networks can even support weaker or younger trees, ensuring survival across generations. This invisible system reveals that forests function as cooperative communities rather than isolated individuals, emphasizing that what we see above ground is only part of a far larger and more intelligent network, working silently beneath our feet. Fact 64. Forests play a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate by sequestering carbon. Trees absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis, storing it in wood, leaves, and soil for decades or even centuries. This process helps mitigate global warming and stabilizes atmospheric chemistry. When forests are destroyed, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. In this way, Forests act as both buffers and warnings, holding the memory of carbon through time and highlighting the intricate balance between human activity and the natural systems that sustain life. Fact 60. Some of the tallest and oldest living organisms on Earth are forest trees, such as the towering redwoods and ancient bristlecone pines. These giants have witnessed centuries of environmental change, enduring fires, storms, droughts, and human encroachment. Each ring within their trunks tells a story of survival and adaptation, recording environmental conditions long before humans began to take notice. Walking among these ancient sentinels is like stepping into a cathedral of time, where the quiet endurance of life stretches across centuries, reminding us of the deep resilience and wisdom encoded in forests. Fact 66. Forests are dynamic theaters of survival, where predation, competition, and cooperation unfold every day. Animals hunt, forage, migrate, and communicate, while plants adapt to light, soil, and moisture conditions. Even the smallest insects play pivotal roles in pollination, decomposition, and soil aeration. The forest is an ongoing narrative of interaction, a continuous web of cause and effect, where each organism's choices ripple through the ecosystem. Observing or imagining this complexity reveals forests as living stories, endlessly unfolding and infinitely detailed, with layers of life intersecting in ways that humans can barely comprehend. Fact 67. Water in forests is a hidden treasure, circulating through trees, streams, and underground reserves in a constant flow. Trees draw water from deep roots, release it through leaves into the atmosphere, and contribute to rainfall cycles across entire regions. Wetlands and forested riverbanks prevent floods by absorbing excess water, while forests maintain the clarity and purity of freshwater sources. In essence, forests act as massive, natural hydrological systems, managing water at scales that human technology struggles to replicate, sustaining both ecosystems and the people who rely on them. Fact 68. Forests are incubators of evolutionary innovation, where countless species have evolved unique adaptations to survive in specific conditions. Camouflage, nocturnal habits, specialized diets, and mutualistic relationships all emerge from the challenges and opportunities provided by forest environments. This constant process of adaptation fosters diversity and resilience, ensuring that forests remain dynamic and robust ecosystems. The creativity of nature, expressed through the flora and fauna of forests, demonstrates the extraordinary ways life finds solutions to survive, thrive, and coexists over millennia. Fact 69. Seasonal changes in forests create rhythmic cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. In temperate forests, trees shed leaves to conserve energy in winter, while spring brings an explosion of new life. Tropical forests experience wet and dry seasons, each influencing flowering, fruiting, and animal behavior. These cycles orchestrate the timing of reproduction, feeding, and migration, creating patterns that sustain the balance of life. Forests, in this sense, are living calendars, their rhythms guiding countless organisms through the passage of time, quietly marking the years with natural precision. Fact 70. Forests are not only refuges for life, but also for human imagination and culture. They have inspired myths, art, and spiritual practices across every civilization, symbolizing mystery, abundance, and endurance. The experience of walking through a dense forest can evoke awe, calm, or reflection, tapping into something primal within the human mind. These landscapes are more than ecological entities, they are cultural and emotional touchstones, bridging the tangible and intangible, reminding us that forests nourish not just bodies and ecosystems, but hearts, minds, and the human spirit. Fact 71. Forest soils are living tapestries, teeming with microbes, insects, worms, and decaying plant matter that create rich, fertile ground. These soils store nutrients, retain water, and provide a foundation for the forest's towering giants and delicate undergrowth alike. Tiny fungi and bacteria break down fallen leaves, branches, and dead animals, converting decay into life-giving minerals for new growth. Without this underground activity, forests would wither. The soil is not just dirt, but a vibrant, dynamic system supporting every life form from the smallest ant to the tallest tree. Fact 72. Forests are natural soundscapes, producing a subtle symphony of life that humans often overlook. Leaves rustle in the wind, streams babble across rocks, birds sing in layered harmonies, and insects buzz in steady rhythms. Even the occasional predator's call or the crack of a branch adds to this complex acoustic environment. These sounds carry information, alerting animals to danger, signaling territory, and coordinating social behavior. To close your eyes and listen deeply in a forest is to witness a living orchestra where every note, rhythm, and pause contributes to the balance of life. Fact 73. Forests influence local and global, whether in ways that are almost imperceptible but incredibly powerful. Through transpiration, trees release water vapor into the air, which can affect cloud formation and rainfall patterns. Large forests help stabilize regional temperatures, prevent extreme heat, and even reduce the intensity of storms. Some scientists suggest that deforestation may alter rainfall across continents, showing that the presence or absence of forests can ripple far beyond their immediate surroundings. In this way, forests are more than scenery. They are vital regulators of climate, quietly orchestrating the atmosphere with each leaf and branch. Fact 74. Forests harbor medicinal treasures that humans have relied on for millennia. Many modern medicines, from painkillers to antibiotics, have origins in compounds discovered in plants and fungi. Trees, shrubs, and mosses produce chemical defenses against pests and diseases, which can be harnessed for human healing. Yet, countless species with potential remedies remain undiscovered, hidden in dense canopies or unexplored understories. Preserving forests is therefore not just an ecological concern. It's a matter of safeguarding potential cures and the future of medicine. Fact 70. Some forests have existed in relatively stable forms for millions of years, surviving ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and human encroachment. These ancient forests, like the temperate rainforests of the Pacific Northwest or the Gondwanan remnants in Australia, are living windows into Earth's past. The plants and animals within them carry genetic information that stretches back through time, preserving evolutionary history that would be lost if these ecosystems disappeared. Walking among these living fossils is a reminder of life's resilience, a chance to connect with the deep past while observing survival in the present. Fact 76. Forests are master architects, creating microclimates that shelter life within life. Dense canopies block harsh sunlight, allowing delicate ferns and mosses to thrive below. Fallen logs form nurseries for insects and fungi, while small pools collect rainwater, offering homes for amphibians. Even the arrangement of trees affects wind and temperature, shaping conditions for every species beneath them. This structural complexity transforms forests into layered, self-regulating worlds, where every living and non-living component contributes to a finely tuned balance that sustains life at multiple scales. Fact 77. Forests are reservoirs of genetic diversity, containing millions of species, many of which are still unknown to science. This biodiversity creates resilience, allowing ecosystems to adapt to environmental changes, recover from disturbances, and maintain essential ecological functions. Each organism plays a role, some obvious, some hidden, and their interactions weave a complex web of dependencies. Losing even a single species can ripple across this web, demonstrating that the survival of forests depends not just on trees, but on the countless, often invisible threads that connect all life within them. Fact 78. Forests influence human psychology and well-being in profound ways. Studies have shown that spending time in natural environments reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and boosts mood. The combination of sunlight filtering through leaves, the scent of earth and plants, and the calming rhythm of natural sounds can create a meditative state that encourages reflection and emotional healing. In this sense, forests are not only ecosystems, they are restorative spaces, quietly tending to the mental and emotional health of anyone who enters their shadowed paths. Fact 79. Seasonal events in forests are dramatic and interconnected spectacles of life. Spring brings a burst of flowers and insects. Summer fuels growth and competition. Autumn paints the canopy in fiery colors while shedding leaves, and winter slows the rhythms to conserve energy. These cycles synchronize reproduction, migration, and feeding for countless species, creating an intricate clockwork of life. Observing or imagining these cycles emphasizes the forest as a living calendar, a place where time itself is marked not by clocks, but by growth, decay, and renewal. Fact 80. Forests are crucial to human culture, history, and imagination. They have inspired stories, legends, and art across every continent, often representing mystery, danger, abundance, or sanctuary. From sacred groves in ancient civilizations to the enchanted woods of fairy tales, forests have held symbolic power for millennia. They are places where humans have found shelter, sustenance, and inspiration, proving that forests are not merely ecological entities, they are entwined with the human mind, memory, and spirit, linking our lives to the natural world in ways both practical and profound. Fact 81. Forests act as giant carbon vaults, capturing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in trunks, branches, leaves, and soil. This process slows the pace of climate change, regulating the global carbon cycle in a way that human technology has yet to match. Old-growth forests, with their massive trees and undisturbed soils, are especially valuable carbon sinks, holding centuries of accumulated carbon. When forests are cut down or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, accelerating warming. In this way, forests are both the lungs of the planet and a critical line of defense against climate upheaval. Fact 82. Forests harbor hidden water networks, including streams, wetlands, and underground aquifers, which maintain regional hydrology and support life beyond the trees themselves. Trees draw water from the soil and release it through transpiration, influencing rainfall patterns and local humidity. The forest floor absorbs and slowly releases water, preventing floods and sustaining rivers even during dry periods. These invisible water systems demonstrate that forests are not just collections of trees. They are vast, interconnected life support networks, balancing the flow of water across landscapes in ways both subtle and essential. Fact 83. Many forest plants have intricate communication systems, using chemical signals, root networks, and even fungi to warn neighbors of danger or share resources. When one tree is attacked by pests, it may release volatile compounds into the air, signaling nearby plants to bolster their defenses. Beneath the surface, mycorrhizal fungi connect tree roots in vast underground networks, transporting nutrients and information in a silent exchange. This wide web reveals forests as collaborative societies where cooperation and signaling sustain survival, and where trees, fungi, and microbes participate in a complex dialogue beyond human perception. Fact 84. Forests provide shelter and sustenance to countless animal species, from microscopic insects to massive mammals, each adapted to a specific niche. Some species specialize in the high canopy, navigating branches and sunlit leaves, while others thrive in the shadowy understory, scavenging detritus or ambushing prey. Birds, mammals, amphibians, reptiles, and insects all interact in delicate balances, dependent on one another in a continuous cycle of predation, pollination, and decomposition. This intricate web of life demonstrates that forests are more than trees. They are living communities, vibrant and interdependent, where every creature plays a vital role in the ecosystem's survival. Fact 85. Forests influence the atmosphere in ways most humans cannot perceive. The release of plant oils, pollen, and organic compounds contributes to cloud formation and even affects air quality far from the forest itself. Forests produce oxygen, regulate humidity, and mitigate temperature extremes, creating microclimates that sustain life both within and beyond their borders. When forests disappear, these atmospheric effects vanish as well, altering local weather, regional rainfall, and even global climate patterns. They are silent engineers, shaping the air we breathe and the weather we experience with quiet, persistent influence. Fact 86. Forests preserve layers of history in their soil, trees and seeds, pollen trapped in sediments, tree rings recording rainfall and temperature, and ancient seeds buried in leaf litter all offer clues to past climates and ecological changes. Archaeologists and ecologists can reconstruct centuries of environmental history from these records, revealing how forests responded to ice ages, fires, and human activity. Each tree and patch of soil is therefore a living archive, a library of ecological memory that allows us to glimpse the forest's long, intertwined story with Earth's changing environment. Fact 87. Forests are engines of evolution, creating conditions for adaptation, specialization, and diversity. The complex layers of light, moisture, and nutrients encourage organisms to find unique solutions to survive. Over generations, species develop remarkable adaptations, camouflage, mutualistic relationships, chemical defenses, and extraordinary mobility. Forests are therefore not static spaces but evolutionary laboratories, shaping life through competition, cooperation, and the endless push and pull of natural selection. Walking through a forest is stepping into a theater where evolution continually performs, quietly but relentlessly sculpting life's forms. Fact 88. Forests hold secrets of interdependence that can appear almost mystical. Certain trees rely on specific fungi to break down minerals in the soil. Certain flowers can only be pollinated by one species of insect, and some predators regulate herbivore populations in ways that allow forests to thrive. These tightly woven connections mean that even minor disturbances can cascade into large-scale changes, demonstrating the sensitivity and resilience of forest ecosystems. Every organism, from the smallest moss to the largest predator, contributes to a delicate equilibrium that has evolved over millions of years, emphasizing the forest's intricate choreography of life. Fact 89. Forests are extraordinary producers of biomass, capturing sunlight and converting it into energy that fuels entire ecosystems. Trees store energy in leaves, wood, and roots, while fallen leaves and decaying matter feed fungi, bacteria, and countless detritivores. This energy flows through food webs, sustaining herbivores, predators, and decomposers alike. The sheer productivity of forests allows them to support staggering biodiversity, making them not just visually dense, but energetically dense, with life and energy cycling through every branch, root, and soil particle. Fact 90. Forests are timeless teachers, offering lessons about patience, resilience, and interconnectedness. A single seed can take decades to grow into a towering tree. A fallen log can sustain countless life forms before it decomposes. Forests endure fires, storms, droughts, and human encroachment, yet they regenerate, adapt, and persist. Observing a forest is a meditation on time and survival, a chance to witness the patient rhythms of nature and to understand that life is rarely immediate, but often unfolds through quiet persistence, slow growth, and enduring cycles of birth, death, and renewal. Fact 91. Forests serve as powerful moderators of climate, not just locally but globally. Trees absorb sunlight and release water vapor, creating cooling effects that can extend for hundreds of kilometers beyond their borders. Forested regions generate winds, influence rainfall patterns, and help stabilize temperatures, acting like living air conditioners for the planet. When forests are removed, the delicate balance of heat, moisture, and air movement is disrupted, sometimes leading to droughts, heat waves, or unexpected weather extremes. In this way, forests are not passive backdrops, they are active regulators of the planet's living climate, silently sustaining conditions favorable for life. Fact 92. The roots of forest trees delve deep into the earth, creating networks that bind soil, prevent erosion, and regulate the flow of of nutrients and water. These subterranean systems can stretch for meters, intertwining with the roots of other trees and plants, forming vast underground communities. Microbes, fungi, and tiny animals inhabit these root zones, exchanging nutrients and chemical signals in intricate patterns. This hidden world beneath the forest floor is just as alive and complex as the canopy above, demonstrating that forests are multidimensional, with life thriving in every layer from soil to sky. Fact 93. Forests harbor medicinal secrets. With countless plants producing compounds that can heal or protect humans and wildlife, indigenous cultures have known for millennia how to extract these remedies, using leaves, bark, roots, and flowers for healing, rituals, and survival. Modern science continues to discover new pharmaceuticals derived from forest plants, from painkillers to anti-cancer agents. Each forest is a potential library of untapped medicine, where evolution has been experimenting for millions of years, creating chemical diversity in a living pharmacy that humans are only beginning to fully understand. Fact 94. Forests are homes to remarkable migratory networks, supporting species that travel vast distances yet rely on these ecosystems as vital stopovers. Birds navigate thousands of kilometers, fish spawn in forested river systems, and mammals may traverse corridors of dense woodland to find food or mates. The health and continuity of forests are essential to these journeys, as gaps or deforestation can disrupt life cycles and lead to population declines. Forests are therefore both stage and sanctuary, facilitating movement, reproduction, and survival across the broader landscape in ways that are often invisible to human observers. Fact 95. The colors, sounds, and smells of forests are more than aesthetic. They are essential components of ecological communication. Birds sing to attract mates and mark territories. Insects release pheromones to signal danger or opportunity, and flowers display vivid patterns to guide pollinators. Even the scent of rain on leaves, known as petrichor, arises from complex interactions between soil, microbes, and plant oils. These sensory cues create a multi-layered language of life, allowing organisms to interact with their environment and each other in ways that are subtle, profound, and often astonishingly precise. Fact 96. Forests store incredible geological memory in their landscapes. Fallen trees, buried seeds, and layers of decomposing leaves preserve evidence of past climate events, fires, floods, and human activity. By studying tree rings, soil cores, and fossilized remnants, scientists can reconstruct centuries or even millennia of environmental history. Every tree trunk, branch, and patch of forest floor is thus a chronicle of resilience, adaptation, and survival, offering insight into how forests have endured and recovered from natural and anthropogenic changes across the ages. Fact 97. Forests are living laboratories for adaptation and resilience. When environmental conditions change, forests respond sometimes slowly, sometimes dramatically. Species shift ranges, compete for resources, and evolve new strategies for survival. Fires may clear spaces for new growth. Storms may topple old giants to allow sunlight to reach seedlings, and floods may deposit nutrient-rich soil for regeneration. In every instance, forests demonstrate a capacity to adapt, showing that ecosystems are not static but dynamic, endlessly responsive, and deeply interconnected with the forces shaping the planet. Fact: 98 forests hold spiritual and cultural significance for countless human societies. From ancient rituals to modern conservation efforts, forests have inspired art, religion, folklore, and storytelling. Sacred groves, forest deities, and myths of hidden worlds reflect humanity's recognition of the forest as a place of mystery, wisdom, and life-sustaining energy. These cultural dimensions remind us that forests are not just ecological systems, but also profound sources of human meaning, shaping how societies understand their place in the natural world. Fact: 99. Forests are architects of soundscapes, producing layers of natural music that echo through valleys, canopies, and undergrowth. The rustle of leaves, the hum of insects, the calls of birds, and the gurgle of hidden streams combine into a constantly changing symphony. These acoustic environments help animals communicate, navigate, and detect danger, while also influencing human perception of tranquility, awe, and connection to nature. The forest's soundscape is therefore both functional and aesthetic, a rich sensory environment that sustains life while enriching experience for anyone attuned to its subtleties. Fact: 100 forests are timeless, enduring witnesses to Earth's ever-changing story. They survive, regenerate, and adapt through epochs of glaciation, volcanic activity, climate shifts, and human intervention. Each forest, whether dense tropical jungle, temperate woodland, or boreal expanse, holds lessons about patience, resilience, and interconnectedness. Walking through a forest is an encounter with living history, a reminder that life continues through cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. Forests teach us that survival is not about speed or force, but about persistence, adaptation, and quiet persistence, offering a meditation on the deep rhythms of life that unfold beyond human perception. As we drift to the end of our journey through the forests, sleepy friends, take a moment to feel the quiet power of these living worlds. Think of the ancient roots beneath your feet, the leaves whispering above, the streams and creatures that weave their hidden lives through every layer of green. Forests are more than trees. They are memory, movement, and music, silently shaping the planet and all who dwell on it. Before you close your eyes tonight, I'd love to hear from you. Which forest fact lingered with you the longest? Did any of them make you pause, wonder, or feel a connection to the vast, intricate web of life? And where in the world are you listening from tonight? Tucked into bed, perched by a window, or somewhere else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments. I love seeing how far these journeys travel, connecting us across oceans, continents, and time itself as you breathe slowly and sink into the quiet. Remember that forests are always alive, always growing, always teaching. Let their rhythms guide you toward rest, reflection, and a deeper sense of wonder at the world we share. Subscribe for more soothing science journeys through time, life, and the natural mysteries around us. And may your dreams be as layered, vibrant, and enduring as the forests themselves. Good night and sleep well.